7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, so very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Siddharth Stephen today, your host for the GD number 12. And we have, wonderful participants today. We have been having great GDs so far with amazing sort of response from Pan India all across. We are live today on our platform, which is the Great Indian Discussion. And we are live right now streaming on Safejob as well as on Safejob channel on YouTube and Facebook. So we have a wonderful participants today. I am quickly going to go through, one by one with all participants. So first of all, I would go to Ambika. Ambika, if you can quickly introduce yourself in 30 seconds.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. I'm Ambika Sir from Lovely Profession University. Currently, I'm pursuing Masters in Business Administration with the specialization of Marketing and Human Resource Management. And in near future, I'd like to be a successful entrepreneur and help India and the society in my own way.
Great. So, Princey, can you come up next, please?
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. My full name is Princey Chauda, and currently I am pursuing PGDM from World Business School in SCM, and I have done BCom previous back from Godal University.
Awesome, great. So we'll straight away hop on to Aditya.
Yes, sir. Sir, so this is Aditya Nag from Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. Currently, I'm pursuing MBA, sir, from ITM University, Gwalior. Uh, uh, sir, I have 6 month experience in commerce industry and 1 month experience in marketing strategy, sir. And as well as I am head placement representative of ITM University, sir.
Great.
And
So welcome you all to this India, platform, the grid. And for today we have one of the really hot topics with respect to the GD, which had been in news, a few years early with respect to the government that we had. So the topic of the day is whether demonetization, which was one of the biggest hypes, a few years ago. So demonetization was a successful or an effective move or not, right? So I would open the platform to all of you guys, right? So I will start with Princey. So Princey, if you would like to, put on the ideas over the plate.
Yes, sir. Sir, I believe demonetization was a successful move. Uh, as it was a surprise night for all over us in India that PM Modi, Prime Minister of India, he has surprisingly changed the currency of India. So it was a nice move, but also a bit like confusing or negative for some of them. And I believe it was good opportunity so that we can it helps in reducing the fake currency and economy all over the India.
Okay. Aditya, what would you like to say on the same?
sir, I don't think so. Demonetization was a successful move, sir, because
Mm,
actually India wiped out around 80% of its cash overnight, sir, and there were no estimates of how much black money was held in the form of cash, sir. There were no
right.
estimates, and sir, and the funniest thing is that I want to add that Indian housewives, sir,
Mm.
disclose his secret savings. Disclose.
Okay, that's something new. That's altogether a new point. We can have a new debate on the entire thing actually. So Ambika, I would come to you. So which side are you on? What do you think about this specific point?
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Prince and Aditya, for adding your values and giving me the opportunity. So, I'd like to, I'll suggest, according to my point of view, that demonetization was obviously an effective step for our nation, because as we think that demonetization is a new concept that is introduced by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but it is not new for our nation and the entire globe as well, because it is the fourth time our India witnessed demonetization, starting from 1946, then 1954, and then in 1978. After 1978, on 2016, our India suddenly at 8 p.m. In a nice late evening time, our uh, prime minister, he shook the nation with the new concept in a television announcement. But he gave us a gap as well to exchange our money, the cash we all were having, that we can exchange through banks and post office by 30th of December, but with some terms and conditions. So, according to me, with obviously demonetization was a very positive step, even though it haven't shown us that much effective or fast positive result. But obviously, the objectives behind the demonetization, we can say that there are main four objectives that government shared while giving the announcement was like removing the black money and giving a strike on the terrorism, organizing the unorganized sector of economy of India, and digitalizing the nation. So obviously somewhere in a slow pace, it is the demonetization is gaining its positive and good result till now.
Sir,
Okay,
I'm
so
totally agree with
hmm.
Ambika. As she
Like,
said, it was the impact and output was to reduce and to finish the black money. So, sir, that was the main motto behind this. As Aditya mentioned that it was not he was not in the favor of this demonetization,
but
but sir,
but uh, but Princey, after that, India's GDP was downward from 7 to 8%.
whatever that happened, but PM Modi has only did this in order to finish black money, because at that
Yeah.
time it was increasing day by day, and he have to take this and if he has planned something, that it doesn't mean that he have never think twice. He already
Yeah.
done, and
I
only
agree
he has.
with
Yeah, go ahead, Ambika, go ahead.
I agree with Princey, and I'd like to add a point with Aditya. Yeah, you're right, because in the like 2016, our India was having around 9% of GDP. But while this demonetization got announced on the financial year between like in the November, so it was in that time our India was having around 7% of GDP. So it's not like, and after that the GDP didn't revive; it gone down. So it's not like that because of demonetization the GDP came down. The GDP was coming down because of several things. And to check that and have a sustainable and better future in the near few decades, so our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he took a very vital step. And obviously, as we suddenly thought that it is such a new thing, but as I have mentioned earlier also, it is not new. Many, like, for example, European nation in 2002, they have taken the step of demonetization. Demonetization is not always like exchanging, like completely invalidating the money. We can also add some new money in the um, economic system and make some changes according to the problem we have. We have this Fiji and Singapore and other countries
But
like where,
Ambika, hello. But here is no advantage of this new money because after the demonetization, India's cash economy was hit very badly. Uh, people were not able for shopping
yeah.
actually.
Shopping being one of the biggest concerns, right? Yeah, go ahead, Aditya.
See, so Aditya, it's like obviously it's about a decision was taken for the nation and the welfare of the nation. So we can't see a overnight result, right? Demonetization, if we take demonetization as a revolution, okay, so obviously there will be some problem, there will be some issues, but already I can say that obviously overnight there were several losses. Even adding to your point, there was around 12,000 crore rupees of were spent from our taxes to make new money. Okay, but the thing is that 78 lakh people made new accounts like the RBI came to know about 70 lakh new accounts. Okay, they were having more than 5 lakhs, but earlier they were not informed by the RBI. So the RBI came to know about so many account holders, and things were no more anonymous. That is
There
helping
were
us look.
disadvantages. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with Ambika and Aditya too. There were some disadvantages, but as it was a overnight decision, we can't think na that it was an overnight decision, as it was a decision for nation and for the currency of our India. So it was absolutely the planned in advance. So that was the big main reason.
Aditya, what would you like to say on this? Was it actually
Actually,
planned? What do you
Princey,
say?
you don't know about banks were actually a bank also worked illegal at that time. Because Princey, bank worked illegal report. Actually, hello.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
It was happened because it is a democratic country, and obviously there will be some corruption as well. But still, the point I am trying to state is that there were several anonymous and unorganized sectors that came under the light, that came under the notice of RBI, and then when the those all CBDT, they work for they are tax investigators. They took a good look
This
on
is
the
double
people who
sound.
have invested, who have tried to exchange more money. So that's the point. It's not like we can get 100% result. There will be some probability of good or bad, but it is a very good step if we think about long term.
and also the many opportunities was provided by the prime minister
Yeah.
after doing changing the currency,
Uh,
and he was
Another
given
thing,
the time duration for changing the currency.
true.
Even though
So
people were not doing that, then it was their loss, not of others.
so nice point, Princey. So it's like I would like to add 2 points. Like on the favor of this demonetization is like uh, government Narendra Modi, he introduced one yojana called Jan Dhan Yojana. Our
Yes,
our India is more like a rural country. So actually, most of the people are quite reluctant about creating bank accounts and all. And in the same goes in the point of view of this digitalization as well. So this was a major push toward these people who are quite reluctant about opening a new bank account or getting recognized in the economic system. So this was the motive to push them and bring them a level up by pushing them. Like as you can see, it's my analysis. Like right now, the globally we are facing this pandemic COVID-19, right? And it is very much suggested to go cashless during it because cash can also transmit this virus very effectively. So this is the thing. The digitalization was also an objective for this. Digitalization was also an objective for this demonetization. So the thing is that if we had to somewhere we have to do this digitalization, okay, but this COVID-19 was not the time for do you have seen, right? There was so long bank queues and all that, but it would be a very bad situation when that time maybe he haven't thought of this situation, no one have predicted this, but that time it was a very nice move to push India digitally. That is helping us now. We are
this
doing
also the step taken by him, and he is
yeah,
doing very well. And apart
very
from the gun, as you were mentioned, Ambika, he has opened Dhanjan Yojana. Apart from this government body, he has also opened many of the institute in which rural people can study and make their future own. as I have also worked on the PMKKY, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, and apart from this, there were many yojanas which he come across, and trust me, it was a very good decision he has taken after the he changed currency, and still he is working on it.
Yeah,
So
right.
Aditya, we are in favor of this
So Aditya,
deforestation successful move.
you're being overpowered over here by two individuals. What would you like to say over here?
Actually, Ambika, you don't know that how much how much cost has been taken by
Yeah,
printing
12,000
new currency.
crores. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
12,000 crores. Okay. But if we like, dive a bit down into the society and come a bit outside of this economy thing, there are several things which were happening very
See,
bad or
Ambika,
very,
there is a double sound in your home. That's why unable to hear you properly.
is it?
No, we able to. She's audible.
Yeah, she is audible. Aditya is, I believe there's some microphone issues, I believe, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and apart from you were saying in printing, it was a huge amount as it was introduced when it was introduced currency, and also about what about you will say about the old money, old currency which was of no use after introducing new currency. It was also I think it was fired
Yeah. So they
because
always there
it
will
was
be
of no
when
use
we
now.
want something good in our society, we have to being a responsible citizen. We have to pay some price, right? So it's like that only. These are very small things that we paid for a very better future.
But
I'd like to
after
continue
that,
the point.
but after that, 50 lakh people lost their jobs, Ambika and Fancy.
अरे तो
But people are
for
getting new
that
job as
only na
well.
for I believe Aditya that only I was talking with Ambika that after losing their jobs like we can say about rural people, the people who were living in village and after that who were not having food or shelter for living, so for those people prime minister has opened many yojanas for working,
Yeah,
for sleeping, for doing everything free of cost. So while learning in free of cost and getting certificate, the people can work. Even I am having
yeah.
certificate.
True.
For
So it's
that
like,
time, people were not
um,
able to buy the rice and vegetables.
So
Aditya, like
for those people also, that one of the yojana was there.
that was the point at that time. Okay, it's been
Yeah,
4 years. We have came 4 years far from the
and even
demonetization.
those people
Look
are
at
now
the
rich.
yeah, look at the point now. Things are much more nice. Like nice means in a proper technical way. Things that like digitalization. At that time, the boost was given, which we are enjoying right now. Like everyone is doing it right now. And I was saying that there are many darker sides in our society as well, like terrorism, and another is like human trafficking, right? Which runs completely on hard cash. At that time, people were not having it. Like just, there are several groups. I'd not like to name them in India. They work as a terrorist, small groups like as a terrorist. They smuggle things for hard cash. Okay, so that those things are stopped and interrupted, and that was a very nice move because when we use digitalization, okay, every money is white money because we have a receipt. So like in short, like what is like black money? Okay, black money is the money which is out of the economic legal economic system. So any work which is done out of illegally, anything, any bad thing, arms are coming, any wrong thing which is going on, it is all due to black money and cash is used. So
And
that
after
those
changing
things
the
are
currency, black money was our nation got to know where and from where importing or exporting how much black money it was in the nation. And after doing the currency changing, it was
But
come across.
after that, terror funding was also increasing. after that?
Uh, See, Aditya, along with you, there were many people who were against this decision or against this topic. But the people, what now is doing, it was introduced on at the night of 8 November 2016. But
Oh,
since
okay, Prince.
until now,
One thing, tell me. Okay,
but
okay,
since
okay.
until
Carry
now,
on, please.
but
Carry on.
since until now everyone has adapted this, and I believe yes, people were at that time were conscious, and even we were not knowing हमने हमारा पैसा कहाँ और किधर किसको दिया है. So that was the very terrible thing which we all are doing, because all over night and till the duration of 30 December we can't extend all our money, बिकॉज हमें बाद में याद आ रहा था हमने हमारा पैसा छुपा के भी कहीं दिखाया, एज यू वर मेंशन दैट होम लेडीज वर डूइंग दिस, एंड किसी के पास तो लाखों पैसे वेस्ट ही गए हैं, बाद में करेंसी भी चेंज नहीं हो पाई. सो दैट वाज, या आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, बट व्हाट थिंग इज everyone is now adaptable
Because
due
So
to
I
this.
think
That
I
lakho
think
rupees that
so coming back to the main thing, the two biggest points that we have over here is demonetization was primarily, as per me, what I'm able to figure out as per the points kept was in order to synchronize and obviously keep everything in an organized manner, as in to resync something. So that was one, and the other one was in order to counter the black money which was floating
Yes,
all
sir.
around. Right. So now when I talk about black money, Aditya, so do you really think that, if I come to you with respect to the black money, do you think that, demonetization actually got hold of all the black money? I'm not talking about, because it's not necessarily that, the black money would be there in just a specific area that you can just, demonetize and you can get things done. So what do you think?
yes, sir, I'm agree with you that with Prince a little bit Princey and Ambika that yes, uh,
Do you agreeing with
there
them?
were with little bit Princey and Ambika both.
Okay. Okay. Little bit from both the
But
sides.
but 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 in some sectors, sir, in only some sector, not only not for whole India, sir. That but I believe that the funniest thing that sir after the demonetization we did not calculate how much black money we have.
No, it was calculated, I
Yes, sir.
think.
You calculated, Prince. You
see.
calculated.
No, not I calculated, but the nation was calculated.
So
Prime
like
Minister come to know about the black money.
if we
Ambika, yeah, you have
see,
some points.
yeah,
Please go
yeah,
ahead.
if we like keep the black money which was getting circulated parallelly with the white money in the economy a bit aside, okay, let's come to the point the days after demonetization. So what our Narendra Modi PM, respective PM, he announced that 500 rupees and 100,000 rupee note will be invalid and new 500 and 2,000 rupees note will get introduced. There is a very smart move behind this introduction of 2,000 rupee note as well from various point of views. But I like to discuss two of them. Like number one was that it was really cost effective somewhere because you have to spend more 1,000 rupees to remove that, fill up that gap, that we rather in case of 2,000 rupees you have to print a bit less. That was in the point of view of cost effectively. But rather when new money started getting distributed in the market, it was like a new beginning. RBI can, after that RBI started keeping new records that whomever were having like how much money wherever it is. So obviously never a thing is a world is like there is a Chinese logo for yin yang. It's like that. There is good and bad. Bad is there and good as well. We can't remove the complete darkness or complete black money out of this system. Obviously, I'd say that there are some changes, or at least people are much more conscious now. They can there are a full army is there who help people how to manipulate government and give less tax. Now things are not like that. Things are completely online. Things are complete, not completely, but it is getting organized. Indian population, why they are a bit against this thing. No one loves change, but change, if it's for good, being a sensible or responsible citizen, we should always support that, not being blind. It's least being sensible and reading about it, talking about it, analyzing the things, things like that. And another thing, what happened is that uh, the bank got lots of money. They got the cash flow from this thing. The citizens, right? During after this demonetization, when bank get money, what they do is that they decrease the interest rate because they got money. And when interest rate get decreased, when someone takes loan, people take more loan, which help to develop in startups and other organizations, right? Because they can lend more money to develop their business. And when business get developed, they pay more tax in a better way because things are getting organized. When our government gets more tax, our nation gets developed, our infrastructure and everything. Government pay or spend that money which they earn from tax in our infrastructure, education, hospitals, and everything. So it's a complete cycle, and it's a very sensible step. We should take care and analyze the thing. Every step, every point is
and
very
and also I would like to add that
So,
Aditya,
guys,
as
we are
you
running out of time. So, what I'll do is I'll just collect some closing thoughts. Ambika had some great points. So, Princey, yeah, you can go ahead with it.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was mentioning that Aditya, as I mentioned about the black money, so he was saying that we couldn't know how much black money was, and we unable to calculate it. Means I mean nations unable to calculate it. But how do you know that the nation unable to calculate the all over the things whatever our government is doing? We come to know across from digital marketing, right? Social media. So I don't think so. Social media is covering all over the news. There are many things which he didn't. Which social media is not covering. So I believe that about black money, it was calculated and it was take a proper decision for it. And I think in the terms of for finishing this black money and introducing this double currency across the all over the country, this decision was very useful and meaningful.
Aditya, closing thoughts quickly.
Yes, sir. Sir, at last, I want to add only one point that, sir, the major fault of government is that, sir, actually government did not have proper planning for this policy. Actually, sir, government did not have, sir. Actually,
Okay, so short and concise. Great. So, guys, we have come to an end to our today's group discussion. I thank you so much. We had a lovely discussion today. We had great points kept by all of you guys. I love the part how Aditya was actually countering both Princey and Ambika over here at the same point in time, having this fight that he was alone.
yes, sir.
But great.
I'm very agree with Ambika's point, and
Okay, so at the end you
Princess
agree.
point two. At last, Princess point two. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So, guys, this makes us come to an end of the grid. So, thank you so much for today, and thank you so much for your participation. And stay tuned to our channel because we are definitely going to announce the winners with respect to today's group discussion. And yes, like I said, invite more people to join in on the Safe Job channel. Bring in your votes, as we always do, because this is the right time that you need it so that you can boost yourself to the winner's position slowly and steadily up the ladder. So great, guys. So thank you so much once again. We'll just end up with a quick promo, and then we will be off with the group discussion. So just give me a moment, please.
Safejob is an AI-powered job preparedness platform. It is the latest edtech platform released by SafeEducate.
BFSI sector in India will need an additional 1.6 million skilled workforce by 2022.
The report says that people with the right skill set are very likely to get jobs as a service desk analyst and technicians.
The roles of logistics are to provide right product in right
quantity, at the right place, at right time, in right cost to the customer.
E-commerce sites have become more popular these days, due to which demand of data entry services has increased.
Customer service executive plays a critical role in providing an interface between the customers and the client's company. There are various career options available in this industry.
It is a platform for students, by students.
This is your dost Smart Sid.
I'm Paras Narula.
My name is Banang.
You are watching Safejob, and I am your host, Grace.
Be a part of the Safejob family, because as we say, job hai to rob hai.